if you want to survive, be ready to either pretend to agree with them in all this barbarity, even when you are in the know, even when you have the power or authority to stop them. If you want to be part of the business, then you have to look away. So it is ideology. That is why it is easier for somebody or the people from northern Nigeria, many of them fanatics, to agree with Fulani terrorists killing people in the name of whatever they choose, than to agree with their fellow Nigerians, either from the south, from the middle belt, from everywhere where people have risen up to say enough of all of this. But every time you shout enough, Buhari is this, Buhari is that, majority of them in the north, what they are hearing is that northern Nigeria is this, northern Nigeria is that, we hate the north this and that. Everything you say against APC, everything you say, in your own reaction to what APC has done to Nigeria. So in context, to them, it is an attack on them. So that's why we will never agree. You will see them when they say, oh, Fulani terrorists, they killed 180 people and they kidnapped over 400 people in Zamfara. When you go under that comment, you will, on social media, you will never see Abdullahi there. You will never see Zara there. You will never see Sheikh Imam Alijankudi there. You will never see all these funny local terrorists from northern Nigeria there. They are going to move away. Nnamdi Kanu cannot change his clothes. Court says Nnamdi Kanu should stay with DSS. Then you will begin to see Abdullahi. You begin to see Musa. You begin to see Sikiru, Shakiru, Mumumodu, and the rest of you begin to see them. You should jail him, kill him, this and that. You'll be wondering, why do they kind of agree with terrorists? It's because of the ideologies and the teachings of the likes of Gumi and Co. But like I did say, breakfast. You can pretend for all you like. Yesterday's survivors are today's victims. Today's survivors are tomorrow's victims. Tomorrow's survivors are next day's victims. It is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. And don't let anybody deceive you, my friends. Even though people have told me, Maiyegun, don't believe them. If Buhari says he is going on tomorrow, he wants to contest for third term, these people, Maiyegun, they will queue behind him. Don't deceive yourself. You think so? They deceive myself? No. Now them protest. Now them then they kill. Now them they pretend. Okay? So I'm not deceived. We are just putting it on record to tell them that if you cry, if we talk and you say they should arrest him, they should jail this person, they should kill that person, they should do this or that because they speak out. The day you cry out, hey, Baba, help us. Baba, please save us. Maiyegun will also remind you that, you see, I told you, your cry, now from practice stage, you are still there. The denier and the rest of that is just a reminder for you that you deny today. Tomorrow, you shout, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba, Sai Baba. Call the rest of all the Sai barbarians. Shut up your mouth. Buhari is fixing the country. Buhari is this or that. You are enemy of progress. You are this or that. Now, they come out, they talk, say, now waiting then tell you, say, may you they talk, my friend, Aboki. Now, wait till they tell you, say, make you they talk. You they talk. Maiyegun is dangerous than Shekau. Nnamdi Kanu is dangerous. To you in Zamfara. To you in Sokoto. You from Borono. You, Zumanu. From Gombe. Maiyegun from Odogbolu. Do you know where Odogbolu is? I don't even know what. If you tell me your name now, right now, from Gombe, or you tell me your name, I mean the name of your town from Zamfara or Niger or anywhere you come from, where you are doing your one Nigeria. You're right. Just same way I will never know it. The same way you don't know mine, and we're supposed to be in the same place, aren't we? So when you cry out, Baba, pause. I will remind my friends, listen, oh, these are the people who tell Maiyegun to shut up your mouth. You are enemy of progress. But when they kill you and you pretend, there will be time you won't be able to pretend. Trust me, you won't be able to.
Today, we are dying, Baba. We are killing us, Baba. Baba, please, Baba, we are begging. Baba, please. Baba, we are dying. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, we can't travel Kaduna to Abuja. Baba, they are killing us in Niger. Baba, they are killing us in Kaduna. Baba, they are killing us in Africa everywhere. Baba, where are your sons? Katsina, Sokoto, Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa. Nigeria, we are dying, Baba. Baba, we are dying. Please, Baba, you are dying. Our dear governor, send our message to His Excellency, the President of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. Baba, we are dying. Baba Ganduja, Nigerians are dying. Baba Ganduja, Nigerians are dying. Baba Buhari, Nigerians are dying. We want peace. 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 Safety. Security.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
So Bokwari responded. Well, that's not the response, but me, all of you Buhari days, Buhari didn't, all of you Buhari idiots. All of you Lagos Abobakus, the dreamers. Because you see, when you see the Lagos Abobakus, when you see the Oshogbo Alimajiris, when you see all these crumb eaters, ass lickers, crumb chasers, when you see all of them jumping up and down like as monkeys see banana, just tell them, say, at least, the calamity, where force these ones, they cry. Where Bokwai said, this is just the beginning, all right? The calamity that made these ones cried out on our own, be like person with the, as they talk about, editoba, toba sun ikumu simu fi kumu pamoni, right? Ti o ba wa ni kelebe, o ma pada wa ni to abi nkan last sini abi. So those of you who they keep your, I don't even know how to break that down, sorry. Your own turn when you go carry your own flag, is just around the corner. Pretend that's all you like. It doesn't change the fact that, like Buhari said, when he thank you back then, I remember this.
We have got the opportunity to serve again for additional 4 years. And Nigerians will know the difference.
You can win you can win an election by propaganda, but you can't rule, or let me say you can't govern by propaganda. It doesn't work that way. Now let me tell you what I discovered that some of you should probably be prepared for as well. As it is, we have found out that some of these guys from northern Nigeria, among other things that they've put together that probably they want to leverage on in case they are able to finally pretend to agree with the people of the South in order never to completely lose the power. So one of them is this. They will pretend to be against Bokwari from January. Protest here or there. Possibly not sustained. Then they will make you probably begin to kind of believe that there could be a sort of a united agreement or well, we call them unity beggars anyway. But this time they won't beg. They will prove something to make you think that they are now done with Bokwari. But what you shouldn't forget is that that is going to be like a 12 months to another election if they ever hold one. But you see these people who have suffered greatly since this Bokwari's government came in, displaced. If by any chance you play into their hands and they manage to grab one person from the South, one Suji, that is going to be the president, it won't take them, 6 months before you will see the real rebellion that they suppress in southern Nigeria. And even if that finally happens, maybe that can even push us to that final conclusion of, you know what, we could break everything now when they have come to that. But the gloom, the doom brought about by Bokwari, right, is not consuming his enemy as they have, as they thought. They said that Bokwari is dealing with his enemies while his own people bleed and dies. A lot of them have seen this. But guess what? Majority of them still don't care. And the cleric who managed to brainwash them to this level and the political class that continue to silence the news of their bleeding, they still hold sway and the majority. And if they feel like something is amiss, because as we have been told, they are grouping enough that APC, Egbekegbe, has done his job, and the job was to bring Bokwari to power. After that, you won't hear about the APC, Egbekegbe anymore. So in northern Nigeria, they are already plotting the life after Bokwari, the life after APC, Egbekegbe. And the only way to possibly make that happen or make that into reality, as we have been told, is one of these arranged protests, disagreements. But so far, so good. The DSS seems to have also kind of heard the hints too. A lady is said to be behind the protest that happened there in about 3-4 states in Nigeria, northern Nigeria today, against the insecurity. And also, the lady is said to also be calling on to the rest of the South, just like you were calling on them in 2020, that if the South stage any protest or any displeasure or display of, displeasure against the government, they will turn up. And mind you, they have started their own protest that will continue every day. So DSS invited her before they would declare wanted. Okay, so we don't know how that will go. We'll give that a follow-up. However, don't pretend you know Yeramo. The people that said that Nigeria is indivisible, Nigeria is doing fine under Bokwari, they are now the people who have managed at least to come out to tell us that they are dying. So I don't know how long or how much of the bleeding they would have to suffer or still have to bleed before they can actually make this permanent. I mean, they said enough is enough. Enough is enough. How is it going to be if you wake up tomorrow and then they tell you that Sokoto, Zamfara, Kaduna, Kano, everywhere, mass protest, Arab Spring. I would love to see that because I followed a lot of them today. And indeed, Buhari's government will respond as expected anyway. So, for those of us who have been holding sway, who have been speaking out, speaking up, and to some of us as well who have told you that you shouldn't shut your door completely when it comes to breaking up of Nigeria and needing every component part of the country to agree that Nigeria is not working. The political class won't do it. But majority of the, I don't even know if we can call ourselves the civil society groups and what have you, but many of us who have publicly, expressed our displeasure and publicly expressed our condemnation of a rigged system called Nigeria, an imbalanced system. Yeah, we told you don't shut your door. If the Arewans, if we have some rebels, because there are some rebels in northern Nigeria too, who can actually stage some surprises and what have you. But there are some of these thin line of religion, suspicions, and problem of trust. I said, don't shut your door. Meaning, if you want to take down these criminals, the gatekeepers of Nigeria, you must be willing to neutralize the base. Their base is the base of mostly the impoverished Nigerians, religiously brainwashed Nigerians, who are all in their millions. They are the weaponized instruments of coercion, oppression. They are those who validate whatever criminality these guys they have done. So if you want to dismantle the system, first, we must all remember that the Yorubas, they have to be ready to hold the hands of the Igbos. The Igbos must be willing to hold the hands of the Ijaws. The Ijaws must be willing to hold the hand of the Fulanis. The Fulanis must be willing to hold the hand of, the Ishekiris. The Ishekiris should be holding the hand of the Hausas. And then the people, that's what I do. I just pick out this name randomly, okay? So don't mind me if I didn't pick them the way you think I should, right? So until when those who have been the victims of the injustice, the victims of mismanagement, the victims of collusion of government, the victims of state-sponsored terrorism and what have you, right? Until everyone who has been the victim of all of this, even economic jihadism, economic terrorism that the government of Nigeria has unleashed on you, right? Until all the victims are willing to hold, or let me say the representatives or the leadership of all the victims, because we are all victims in the hands of those who want to protect and keep us safe, prosper, yeah? So until we are willing to hold our hands, yes, we have our differences. We have things that makes us feel like, no, I can't trust these people, or we can't trust that people for some reason, historically, for whatever you've been told, right? So until we are willing to hold hands in one accord to dismantle the hegemony called Nigeria, trust me, Baba, we are going nowhere. People might say, we'll do it on our own. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't, but with what I have seen, yeah, until the base is completely destroyed. And how do you destroy that? It is the ideology. Nigeria that you see today is the idea of mad people. And that is why when you look at the way they run the country, you actually agree that only mad people will run a beautiful place like that, run it down, aground until it became the terrorist capital of Africa. Only mad people will do that. So because the ideology behind the Nigeria that they have sold and they gave, they brought us into is an idea of mad people. So until you destroy that ideology, part of their ideology is exactly what some of these northern youth mentioned in their protest. They said they told them, their clerics told them, their politicians told them, people who should tell them the truth, they lied to them. They continue to tell them that it is wrong to criticize their leaders. It is wrong to publicly come out and condemn their leaders. And they must always, no matter what, they must always pray for their leaders. And they must never be like the Southerners. Southerners are just like slaves to the North. All of you who are from the northern Nigeria, because you are Muslim, because of this and that, look here, look at that, look at this, look at that. You can see how blessed you are. You can see all your leaders, they are in position of authority because Allah wants them to be there. So you should never criticize them, and you should never come out to condemn them or join any others to condemn them. That is religious indoctrination, and that's how they plant it into their brains and their heads, even when they are the victims of mismanagement, corruption of the same Islamic leaders, religious leaders, you know, like they say. So all this brainwashing is an ideology that make them consider me an enemy. Imagine somebody from the northern Nigeria, every time he sees Maiyegun's video, you, this guy, one day they will arrest you. Why? Because I'm talking about Bukwari. Because I said that a referendum is not war and it's not a crime. But that's not what they are telling him up there. Even though he's on social media, is the seeing them arguing and attacking people, abusing people and threatening people or making themselves feel good and all of that. Yeah, they do them because it is part of the social re-engineering, social re-brainwashing. Keep saying it until you begin to believe it. What can you tell of the lives of those who are defending APC, those who are defending Bukwari, and why they are defending them and every other thing that actually works against them? Look at them. It is because they are beginning to, they are beginning to believe all the lies that they told them to go online and repeat, even when they keep picking up the dead bodies, children, women going missing, people getting killed, and they know they have no other people to blame other than the man that cried when he couldn't become Nigerian president. He cried 3 times. Now he's the president. Now they are not safe. They can't blame him. Because if they should blame him, they're going to go to hellfire. They're going to go to Jahannam. No, Jahannam. That's it. There's a fire called, you call it hellfire. They call it, Jahannam. Jahannam. You call it paradise. They call it Alijana. Alijana. So all this brainwashing, all these ideologies, right? Until we break that barrier. Go every now and then, in that same Abuja, they have ready-made northern youths. No job, no education, no nothing, but they are there, ready for hire in Abuja. Their number one job is wherever they see Omoyele Sowore, they should attack him. They should make sure they do something, either kill him. Those ones are in Abuja as we speak. And they are everywhere too. They are the same people who gathered together and they beat up Deji Adeyanju, beat him until the guy ended up in an hospital in Dubai. Because according to them, all of them won't come out Buhari. But Buhari is there. Now, these guys, maybe not, they are now realizing that what exactly is the essence of Buhari. If you go on to Omoyele Showore's page, you will think it is Showore that is signing the letter, or that is signing the contract of buying the weapons or supplying the weapons to fight terrorists that is not using it, or that Showore is the one that that gave over 2 trillion naira to Shadia to give to poor people in Nigeria in the past 2 years now. Over 2 trillion naira. Shadia is in America. She went there to go and give birth to her child. To her child. I didn't even know that she's pregnant all this while. Nigeria Minister of Humanitarian Disaster Management and what have you. 2 trillion. So if you go on Facebook, you will think Showore is the one who gave that money to Shadia. Shadia did not give them the money, and they are poor today. But that is also changing. I don't know how many of you have been on Bukwari's Facebook page in the recent times. Oh boy, Abdullahi, since what happened in Sokoto, Abdullahi Muhammadi. Many of these guys, they are running crazy. Salihu Abubakar, Abdul Kadiri, Sulisu or something. But they gradually, maybe they can take it off social media and take it off the streets. Their ideology is different. So it doesn't mean that they want Nigeria to break up, because they know that if Nigeria break, now serious yawa hunger. So they are still unity beggars. Okay? But if they team up and decide that, yeah, Bokwari must go, you say Bokwari must go. Some of you say Nigeria must go. Now, when you now hold hand, you can say, okay, we'll face one after the other. First one, these criminals must go. At the start of revolution, people, they see the end. And that is exactly where they're going to push you to. I don't know why I just feel like it is going to get to that stage. And if 2023 election that is swelling everywhere now, where free money on this free money are flowing now. Well, not fully yet, okay, but they have already been giving people money. That suddenly 2022 will be like 2023. Except that swallows that. Yeah? I don't see how Nigeria is going to escape what people are bottling up. Even if this northern Nigeria continue to shield Bokwari as they do, continue to defend Bokwari, and continue to say they are a little bit pissed. My friends, I've said it all. The difference between here and there, they say na the tea, and they say the tea na time, right? I strongly believe that no matter what they are bottling up, you remember when the NSAS protest happened? It wasn't the first time that the police will rob people in the daylight, take their possession, rob them and kick them out and the rest. It wasn't the first time. But when that happened in October 2020, it triggered other things, because Nigeria is an unreal place, a place whereby people cannot express themselves. They can't express themselves without consequences from those they are expressing their views on. That is the country whereby, human rights abuses and the rest of that, right? You can't express yourself. It's so unreal. Well, I have something I'm going to add, by the way, before I even round this up, because what I have here is, one sec, where is that again? It's so unreal. That's the word. That's what reminded me of this. I hope it plays. From
Politico to Aba, on Aba, the little station. You know, it's about who's out there, Mahamba, the watch at them, because who's out there again? Who's out Shakaja? The global here, who's out Shakaja? Takos out there. I think I'm good. I'm going to miss. Mpa. Dale kwa na tra banyo. Che. O banjo ma. Che, le kwa ka VIP o. Obe, manle. Le kwa pepper. Uza le kwa mande hanga channel. Chile, ke kwa se uza de gemma. Uza de gemma ha kwa bla hanga channel. legodi ndị ma ụzọ adịghị mele even a ga-adọzi ọdọ hey Chineke mee wait kwanụ ọ ga-abacha onye ọbụla ọ ga-abacha unu lekwa ha ga-adọ chi na ọgwụgwọ n'ụsụsụ adịghị ma ha nta ahụhụ Chineke legodi ihe na-ebe ha nọ na anyị ụzọ aba were n'ụwayọ ọ ga-abacha unu were nwayọ were n'ụwayọ ma ndị ha ngechara n'elu ka ahịa nwekwa ike iru gọọmenti run na anyị ụzọ work road for us look at madam nwayọ
you stand there, the train dey go.
Nalekpono tana hapana bo. Anyo ebe na no bi shimire. Onye mlekpono Chineke. Acha ebe ebe ihe uno. Ebe.
Nigeria is unreal. That is a train. When they tell you that they are building trains, they are building this and that, I bet you have no idea. Sometimes, right? That is the train in Niger Delta region, Port Harcourt, going from where, you know what I mean? Train, that is Nigerian train. It's so unreal. That country. But everybody will come to that time at some point. Everyone will come to that time very soon, or at some point. So that's why I said I can't wait for what do you call it? I can't wait for 2022 to be here. It's just about 3 weeks away, right? Just about 3 weeks away. So that everybody can begin to unravel everything we know. And we are already waiting for them to boomerang and come out into the open. That's why the 2022, we can't wait for it to be here. Their plan is the same. Rig the system is already rigged. If anyone stands up to question it, he must be declared an enemy. And there are already people, ready-made people who are ready to attack those who disagree with the government, even though they will become victims of what the government is hiding from them.